Hello everyone, welcome to the yarn bowl. In this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute mini lemons or tiny lemons. You can find the written pattern of this cute tiny lemons in the description on my website theyarnbowlcrochet.com. Meanwhile, if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the yarn bowl and click on the bell icon as well so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So this is the tiny lemon that we are going to work today. It's great for tiny keychains and other cute accessories that you can use for other crochet projects. So to work this tiny lemon, I'm going to need 2 colors of acrylic yarn and 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm going to need polyfil. I'm going to need this metal crochet hook. I'm going to use a blunt tip of it to tuck in the odd ends of my yarn inside the amigurumi, and I'm going to need tapestry needle, and we'll need a stitch marker because we're going to work in a spiral, so we need stitch marker to identify our first stitch of each round, and then we'll need polyfill and scissors. So I'm going to use the yellow color yarn for working the lemon and green for working the leaf. So for round 1 I'm going to work a magic ring, and then I'm going to work 4 single crochets around the magic ring. So once I have worked 4 single crochets, I'm going to tighten the magic ring. I'm not going to end this round by working a slip stitch on top of the first stitch. Instead, we are going to work in a spiral, and I'm going to start my round 2 right away. So I'm going to work my round 2 here. For round 2, I'm going to work 2 single crochets on each stitch around. So once I have worked my 2 single crochets, I will mark my first stitch with a stitch marker, and then I will secure the magic ring with a knot. And then I will proceed working 2 single crochets on each stitch around. So at the end of round 2 I will have 8 stitches. So continue working 2 single crochets on each stitch around. So now we are going to work our round 3. For round 3 I am going to work 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet on the next stitch. So this is again an increment round. So we are going to work 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet on the next stitch around. So this is going to increase our stitch count to 12 stitches. So at the end of round 3 we will have 12 stitches. So now I'm at the end of round 3. We are going to start with round 4. So for round 4 I'm going to work 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and then 2 single crochet on the next stitch. So this is once again an increment round. So after you work your first stitch, mark it with a stitch marker, and then proceed working 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and 2 single crochet on the next stitch around. So at the end of round 4 we should have 16 stitches. So continue to work round 4. I'll meet you at the end of round 4. So now we are at the end of round 4. So from 5 to round 9, for the next 4 rounds, we are not going to increment any stitches. We are just going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. So make sure you mark your first stitch with the stitch marker at the start of each round and proceed working one single crochet on each stitch around. So at the end of each round we should still have 16 stitches. So continue to work round 5. I'll meet you at the end of round 5. So now I'm at the end of round 5. So I'm going to proceed working 6, 7 and 8 this way by working one single crochet on each stitch around. So at the end of all these rounds I'm still going to have 16 stitches. So now I'm at the end of round 8. So now I'm going to work my round 9. So I'm just going to snip off the center yarn because it's going to interrupt while I work my stitches. So for round 9 I'm going to work one single crochet each on 2 stitches and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So this is going to bring down my stitch count to 12 stitches. So this is a decrement round. So I'm going to work one single crochet in each on 2 stitches and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So at the end of round 9 I should have 12 stitches. So continue working round 9. I'll meet you at the end of round 9. So now for round 10 I'm going to decrement my stitches again. I'm going to work one single crochet in one stitch and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So this is going to bring down my stitch count to 8 stitches. So you can stuff your work with polyfill after this round or even at the end of round 9. Because the opening is going to get smaller, it will be difficult for you to stuff your polyfill. So you can also do it at the end of round 9. So continue to work one single crochet in one stitch and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So you should have 8 stitches at the end of round 10. So now I'm going to stuff my work with polyfill and work my last round. So now I'm going to work my last round for this lemon amigurumi. So for round 11 I'm going to work single crochet 2 together in every 2 stitches around. So this is going to bring down my stitch count to 4 stitches. So I'm going to mark my first stitch with a stitch marker and proceed working single crochet 2 together in every 2 stitches around. And once you're done with this, you can work a slip stitch and fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing. So if you have a small opening, you can sew it with the sewing needle itself with the long tail that is left. And next step, you can proceed working on the leaves. So first work 2 single crochet 2 together in every 2 stitches around. So you should have 4 stitches at the end of this round. So we have worked our cute little lemon here. Next step, we are going to work the leaf that's going to go on top of this lemon. For the leaf, I'm going to first work 6 chains with the dark green yarn. Work 6 chains first for the first leaf, and once you have worked 6 chains, work a slip stitch on the second chain from the hook, and then on the next chain work 1 half double crochet, and on the next chain work 1 double crochet, and in the next chain work 1 half double crochet, and in the last chain work a slip stitch. And don't fasten off. We're going to work the next leaf on the other side. So for that, work a chain 5 and then work a slip stitch on the next chain and work 1 half double crochet stitch on the next chain, work 1 double crochet on the next chain, and work 1 half double crochet on the next chain, and work a slip stitch on top of the slip stitch of the previous leaf or the leaf 1. And you can fasten off and weave your ends. And you can secure the ends with a knot. So attach a sewing needle or tapestry needle to the ends of the yarn, and you can sew this leaf to the lemon with the needle. Sewing the leaf to the lemon with the sewing needle, and then you can secure all your ends with knot, and then you can fasten off, trim off the yarns, the long ends of the yarn, leaving a short end. And I usually tuck in the short ends of yarn into the amigurumi itself using a blunt tip of metal crochet hook. So I'm going to just secure it with a knot, and then I will cut the long ends of the yarn and secure the small ends inside the amigurumi itself. Here is our cute little lemons. You can use them as a key ring by adding a you can use them as a keychain by adding a key ring to it. And I have made many other tiny fruits with this similar pattern. You can find the pre-written pattern of all these mini fruits in the description box, which will take you to my blog, theyarnbowlcrochet.com. So I hope you enjoyed making this cute little lemon. Please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.